or whatever it's called. And we're going to change the Molotov cocktail over to a flash fly cage. As you can see, it's only level 2, but that's really all I need it at right now for my Palico. She'll use the flash fly cage whenever she sees it fit, and I'm absolutely fine with that. I just need her to put it down occasionally so I don't have to waste as many flash pods during this fight. I'm gonna be honest, we probably are gonna go back and forth between the fight and the camp over and over again to get more flash pods for myself. And that's because Kushala Daora is like a million times worse than Rathalos when it comes to staying on the ground. So we're gonna have to knock. I think it's a she. I think we're gonna have to knock her down a bit. I don't know. Most Elder Dragons have a specific gender, but obviously there's a female version somewhere in the mix if that's how they're going to get reproduced and come back over and over again or something of the likes. We are going to go to the Eastern Camp. Hopefully the game is not mean, doesn't drop us directly into the fight, and lets us go get a Gajalaka for this. Because it is in the Elder's Recess this time. Valhazak is the only one you'll fight in his natural habitat. Kushala Daora, I believe the natural habitat is Ancient Forest. It seems like it would be, at least. But for the first fight against it, you have to go to Elder's Recess. Same with Teostra. You have to go to Elder's Recess for it. I'm going to mess with my item pouch real quick while we wait for the quest to go through. I just got to move my powders around, and that's about it. I'm still using the Vitality Mantle. I think when it comes down to it, we're going to use the Fireproof Mantle for Teostra instead of the Vitality Mantle. We can't use both right now because we haven't beaten the main story of Monster Hunter yet. But we should be fine with just the Fireproof, though. It's going to be more helpful to us than a Vitality Mantle will be, probably. I don't mind healing during Teostra's fight. I just wanted to check this because it looked like something was out of place, but I think we're fine. Alright, let's go do it. Let's get Kushala Daora done. Oh, God. Alright. As I was saying, I looked up what to do about that Gloom Light Gecko or whatever. It shows up next to Bright Moss, like right above this, on the wall. There's a couple other areas where it shows up here. There's one more here in the Elder's Recess, and there's 2 spots in the Rotten Vale that it shows up, apparently. But that is where I found it. Alright, let's equip these flash pods, grab my Vitality Mantle to get the fight started. I'm gonna go get that Gajalaka real quick, and then we're gonna go find Kushala Daora. The place it gets introduced is like right above us, where we came out of the camp. So since these are all new monsters, you know, they're new Elder Dragons at this point, they all get their cutscenes and everything. Gonna be honest, Teostra's cutscene is my favorite. He is one proud frickin' looking lion during his cutscene, and they put a lot of work in his cutscene. You can tell the detail of his mane and everything. It's kind of crazy. Hey John, how's it going? Hello, fledgling gamer. How's it going? Always nice to see new people talking in the chat. Okay, so right up that vine is where we're gonna get into the cutscene, pretty much, for Kushala Daora. I do play with viewers. I have yet to actually play with viewers on Monster Hunter, but that's because we just got into it probably the beginning of last week. But I play with viewers, followers, whatever. If you have the game and are on PS4 or whatever, then yeah. If there's a game with cross-console, I'll play that way too, like Apex and stuff, but Apex is on a back burner. This character is on high rank. We're working through the story right now. My main character, however, is on... I think it was Tigrex in the DLC. Or at least the story Tigrex in DLC. But this is my stream character, so we're going through the story real quick before we head off to Iceborne. We just got done with Val Hazak. Probably the easiest Val Hazak fight I've ever done, so... I don't know what the hell happened during it, but it was super easy. I'm hoping this one goes just as easily for me, but I doubt it.
There they go again. Always gotta be first.
I saw it coming. What's that wind?
I do plan on playing this past story and doing DLC and a bunch of other stuff with it, so we'll be playing it for a while. If you're talking about yourself with stuff, then sure. I don't know who Buff Kitty is off the top of my head. So, if that's your name in the game or something, then yeah. Feel free to come play or whatever, if you want to. I'm always looking for people to play with to make some stuff easier. Or more difficult in this case, because Monster Hunter makes it more difficult. But... Alright, Kushala. Let's see what you got. Or not. Okay, that didn't work. Man, I don't like this thing. Aw. I messed up the mount. Alright, let's see. There we go. Ow. I will look that up in just a second. Obviously, I'm in the middle of this fight right now. But I will look up the session ID when I'm done with things. Here. God, I hate Kushala so much. This is like the most hated Elder Dragon for me. We fought my favorite Elder Dragon, now we're fighting my most hated Elder Dragon. Oh, God. So frustrating. He hasn't even whipped out the frustrating part about him yet, and I'm already hating this fight. Oh, he might be getting to the point where he does it though. I mentioned it before, he controls tornadoes. I'm not looking forward to it. Alright, well, I guess that works. That's been a thing lately for me. My Palico and my little helper that I get in a match are usually showing me up right now. Honestly, I don't even know how to look it up in the middle of a fight or anything, or a middle of a quest, not a fight, but I should be okay to kill him. I just, like, normally I would do that stuff, but right now I have the quest set to one person too, so I'm gonna have to adjust all that when I do another quest. I was not expecting someone to come and offer help, so... Oh, now he's doing the annoying part. Can you get out of the tornado at least before I knock you down? Alright, game. Stop getting stuck in animations. There we go. Okay. That sounds like a plan. We do still have to deal with Teostra after this, so you can come help with him if you're ready to. I'm going to be switching over to a different weapon for that too. Right now I'm using 3 different weapons for this playthrough, but I usually just use what fits the fight. You really gonna... Okay. Well, bye. That's funny. S and S main, oh, sword and shield. Sorry, my brain just kind of shut down on me there. It's been a thing lately. No. I wanted to look in the supply box. Okay. Well, we do get cool drinks. Am I gonna have to use them though? Doesn't look like it. Yeah, he's up top. I'm not gonna need the cool drinks for this fight. I think my first ever playthrough I used sword and shield, and my friend asked me what the hell I was doing. Or my friend at the time asked me what I was doing. He was very confused by it. Same with when I did a great sword playthrough of it. He asked me what I was doing. But now I sit here using a mix of longsword, hammer, and bow, so I'm all over the place. I think there's a few weapons that I still can't use properly in this game, but as far as the 3 that I stick to with hammer and longsword and stuff, I'm usually doing just fine with it. Alright, well, that actually worked in my favor even though I took damage. I wasn't expecting him to do a wind blast there, but, you know. Alright, let's see. Put down my other one real quick.
They say Kushala Dauda command the wind. I'm not inclined to disagree right now.
You get injured, fall back and wait for the next chance. Stupidity is not something I tolerate.
If there's anything that you do tolerate, we got it.
Whoa. Alright, let's try and get a heal off. Or not. Alright, well, that's why I brought max potions with me. I think I've tried using Gun Lance and Lance, but they're a little slow for my taste, so... I mean, the hammer's super slow, but it gets the job done. I'm actually really new to the longsword. I've never used it before this playthrough and my other character that I have. I'm usually, before any of this stuff started up this time around, I'm usually just a hammer main. So. I haven't used sword and shield in a very long time. I know that it's very useful sometimes, but I just... It is. I will admit that, but I am an anime nerd, so... I even have an anime command for my channel because of the website I use. I'm a giant anime nerd, so it fits. It is the #1 used weapon in the game too, which I had no idea about until I decided to use it. Yeah, I used to destroy things with sword and shield. My friend would sit there confused, but now I don't know. It's been like probably since the game came out. I haven't used sword and shield since that first playthrough, so I have no idea. But it's like I said when I started this playthrough, I use 2 completely polar opposite weapons as my main weapons right now. I have the longsword, which is the #1 used weapon. It's slim and fast, and then I have the hammer, which is bulky, slow, and number 9 ranked used weapon in the game. So, they couldn't be further apart, honestly. Oh my god. Kushala, what are you doing? Don't kill me. Don't do it. Don't do it. Keep him distracted. God, I got lucky with the Godzilla there helping me out. No. It wasn't as close as yesterday. I almost died to a great Gyros yesterday. I got cocky and didn't bring heals and almost died to it. Alright, well, he's running away again. But my stuff is ready, so that's good. I'm assuming if you're a sword and shield main, then you know how to do the spam of that one attack, the sky jump attack that people use to stagger monsters over and over again. I remember how to use it, but, well, kind of. I'd probably pick it up very easily, but I don't know how to spam it. Oh, perfect rush. I don't know the command names half the time. To be honest, I wanted to try and use the Kinsect blade, but I sat there practicing with it for a little bit before I decided on the longsword. I'm just sitting there like, there is no way in hell I'm going to use this weapon. I tried, and the Kinsect blade is so much fun, bouncing around and stuff, but completely and utterly useless unless you know how to master it. That's my opinion on it, at least. I just... It's one of those weapons I can have fun with, but I would never strategically use it. He's taking a nap. Alright, well, let's see what we can do here. Hopefully I can do this correctly. I'm not sure if my Wedge Beetle game is on point today. Alright, just made it. Let's see. Yep, saw that happening. Alright, time to fall back. I got one flash pod left. Yeah, I was thinking the thing where you do like an uppercut with your sword and then the shield comes down for a bash on him kind of deal. Yeah. You can get some major air with that attack, but yeah, that's what I was thinking of. It pretty much has the same aim issue. You probably have the same aim issue with that I do with the special attack right now for the sword. I can't aim the attack with this sword very well at all. If it goes off kilter, I'm just gonna miss, and that's all there is to it. Oh, yeah, I was gonna get hit with that no matter what. Oh no, he's gonna be difficult. Oh boy, come on game. I'd rather not die. I still haven't died yet. I've come really freaking close to dying, but still haven't died yet through this playthrough. Oh, Kushala, you're gonna be a pain, aren't you? Yeah, I might die. Or he's gonna be dumb. I don't know. I don't know what's happening. Well, that could have been bad in so many ways, and he decided not to make it that way, so... I'm going down here. He can follow me down here if he wants to, but I'm gonna hang out down here. There we go. Come here, Kushala. Not always. At least not in my case. It may be easier. I'm not gonna argue that, but the camera angle is making it work in your favor. My camera angles never work in my favor, so it's one of those things. I know that Kushala is hurting right now, but I don't know where he's at for HP. Or she. I still want to say this is a she. Ooh, Gajalaka, nice hit. Damn. I'm just sitting here letting my pallet go and the Gajalaka do the work. It works. Yeah, that's true. I will go with that much. I'm forgetting to even use the smoke bombs that I brought in. I brought in poison smoke bombs just in case, but I totally forgot to use them. Whatever. Fight's over. A little stressful there at a certain point. I definitely thought I was gonna die. But it's alright. Okay, I got a horn. Did I say I got a horn? I didn't even know this thing had horns. Do you have horns? I guess you got tiny little horns on you. And I got webbing, so. Options in triangle. Okay. I don't think I have time to check it now. Well, there it is if you can pull it up fast enough. I think you can pause the stream too to see it, if it's not there long enough. I'm gonna take care of that spam real quick. There we go. Do. Yeah, I was not expecting that fight to go anywhere near remotely that good. Again, it was stressful though. I thought I was gonna die so many times. But we got our Kushala Deora claws that I think we needed for one weapon, and I think we got the webbing that we needed too for the other weapon that I was trying to make. I think I only need 2 and 2, and I got like 3 claws and 2 or 3 webbing as well. We will see. I don't know. I know I need freezer sacks to go with the claws still, and I need, I think, a bunch of Zitsuyaku materials to go with the webbing. Okay. It should give me the notification on my thing in a second. Or, well, I got some dialogue to go through first, but...
By the way...
Oh, that works too. I always forget about screenshotting things. I don't know why he has dialogue for me right now. I don't remember him having dialogue after Kushala, but I don't remember a bunch of stuff that happened yesterday happening before either, so... It's just one of those times for me, I guess. We do have some extra quests, I think. Either that or he's just congratulating us. Yeah, he's just congratulating us. Any new quests? No. Looks like it's just Devilo. Okay. Well, I'm gonna check on Botany real quick. We are gonna have to fight Radabon eventually here, because I need some of his stuff. Wow. Okay. I guess I did more quests than I thought. Actually, I'm not going to do the choice mushroom survey. I think we have enough blue mushrooms right now. I'm going to go back to a different material in here. Let's see. I think I'm going to go with flash bugs for a bit. I only have like 100, so... Do an ancient catalyst. Alright, so I need to go up to the smithy. That's what I need. Let's see. I need to, I think, show those materials first is what I'm going to do. Where's the hammer? As you can see, now we have access to Cocytus. We needed 3 Deora claws. I'm surprised with that. I thought it was only 2. Luckily, we got all 3, so now I just need Legiana to cooperate, and we can get Cocytus for down the road. But we'll do that another time, or I'll do it off screen. As far as the sword goes, for Dazzling Flash level 3, like I said, we needed webbing, and we got lucky. We got both of them, so for the time being, I'm done fighting Kushala Daora. I don't need to fight it anymore right now. I do need a bunch of Zitsuyaku and Legiana stuff, though, which is frustrating, because they are not cooperating lately. That's alright, though. No big deal. Alright, we gotta change our equipment. For me, I'm changing to the Frozen Core Plus. I'm gonna get the Fireproof Mantle out as well. And then for my Palico, I need to change her to... do I have a decent weapon? No. Okay, I'm gonna have to use the Basilgeuse weapon for now. Unless I have enough materials for the other weapon that she can get. Hold on. We should probably check that before we jump into things. Can I make her the weapon without costing myself? I can make that weapon without costing myself, obviously. Nope, I need a claw for the ice weapon, so. We're gonna make her the Valhazak stuff then, because usually I put them in the Valhazak stuff anyway. Yeah, honestly, Teostra's not a big problem for me. The bigger problem for me is Lunastra. Teostra usually is not that big a deal, but yeah, Lunastra screws me up a lot. I don't know why, but it just happens to be that way. Alright. I'm gonna check just to make sure you made it in. Because I didn't get the thing on the side of my thing, so not guild card list. What is it? Send. Yep, you're in here. Oh, you're over in Celiana. Nice. Yeah, Lunastra's a giant pain. I'm not gonna deal with Lunastra anytime soon, though. We'll deal with her when the story's done and over with. For now, we're gonna focus on story stuff. But yeah. No quest for me to pick up. I'm still confused on why the research-based quest is being a pain for me, but like I said earlier, hopefully it fixes itself after this Elder Dragon stuff or the main story's over with. I'm sure since you're in the DLC, you know what quest chain I'm talking about with that starts with the Tingling Taste optional quest. For some reason it's acting up and I can't get the next part of it to trigger after Tingling Taste. So I think I just set that to 2. Yeah, I did. Okay. And we'll start off at the north camp here. Yeah, I don't know what's wrong with that quest. I'm gonna be honest, I have no idea. I looked at the website and it said there was no other prerequisites I was missing. But the website is wrong about things that I was looking at before, so... It did say you had to do the quest for Jagras and Baroth to get the other things that I was looking at to spawn, but in reality you just have to kill them, and it'll take care of the rest. Let's see, I don't think I need anything too specific for this fight. I'll grab some flash pods, but I think other than that we're good. Just need heals and flash pods. Oh, yeah. Okay. I forgot about that. You are right. Okay. So I'm going to adjust my item patch then while I'm waiting for it to ready up. Sounds like it did. Okay, well, that is right. You should be able to join though. I shouldn't have to do an SOS play or anything since you're in the same session. But I'll go get the cutscene out of the way real quick. I'm not used to playing multiplayer. Definitely not used to playing multiplayer with this. I did spam getting the SOS flare trophy with my other character, but that was still a pain too. Half the time I'd show up and the quest was basically over.
So which one of us is gonna bag the Teostra? You or me?
Alright,
I
so...
like a good competition. Now
Oh,
this
wait,
is what
hold
I was
on.
born to
I'm
do.
dumb. Give me a second.
Huntsman is really into this.
It is nice, as long as that person knows what they're doing, in my opinion. I did say that earlier. I don't mind having help in the game, but when the person, like, ends up costing you the quest, it's a little more frustrating than it is helpful. Considering you're all the way in Iceborne and everything, I'm sure you know what you're doing in the game, so that won't be an issue. Especially since you're a sword and shield main on top of that, along with some other stuff. But yeah, I got into that discussion earlier about how I try and set it to one person most of the time unless I got backup guaranteed. Yeah, I haven't even run into that thing yet. I literally just got Iceborne maybe a week and a half ago, something like that. So like, I'm trying to play it on the side, but also I had to start a new character as far as stream went, so the stream character hasn't gotten there yet, and my other character, I just got done with Nargacuga and Glavenus. Which those fights were super easy for me, and I still have no idea how. I remember a bunch of people having initially a lot of trouble with Nargacuga, at least, and I made him look like the biggest pushover in the world. And all I did was sit there using the Zitsuyaku sword and flash pods, and the fight was basically said and done. Glavenus, on the other hand, I bashed him into a lot of walls. I think I ended up bashing him into like 10 different walls when I was fighting him with the Clutch Claw. So it was just a really entertaining fight for me. But I didn't have a challenge with either of them. I'm hoping Tigrex provides me more of a challenge when I actually go to fight him.
Go! Run until the last fire inside you goes out!
Well, you should be able to join now. I did set it to 2 people. So... I do not have my Vitality Mantle, which kind of sucks. I'd rather have Fire than Vitality. I'd also rather have the max level Hammer, but unfortunately I did not get lucky enough to get that. Legiana was super picky about things, so... I can't launch myself over there. That sucks.
A social hunter is a smart hunter. Remember to exchange guild cards with your peers.
Apparently, I haven't played a multiplayer quest yet on this, so I got a little tutorial. I already know about all that stuff, but I don't think I had that pop up before. Oh. Are you gonna be difficult here, or are you just roaring the roar? Okay. Oh god. I'm running around like a fool now. Nope. Nope. Okay. Apparently Teostra was not a fan of that idea. I definitely prefer fighting Teostra in the Wildspire Waste. It's a lot easier for me. You got either Powders or the Choral Orchestra. I said it before, I love the Choral Orchestra, but my Palico does not like to be smart about it. It always forgets to give me stun resistance. So I've been trying out different things with it. You're pretty much single-handedly destroying it. Works for me. This fight's usually a slow one for me because I'm used to using the hammer for it. Taking a lot of damage.
Make your swings count. You cannot take them back.
I'm using the mode where he doesn't take a lot of damage from slinger ammo, so unless it's a dragon god, but actually about to leave. I think it's a little late in the fight for him to be doing that. Oh yeah, he's already got it. Fight's going so fast. Even being adjusted for multiplayer, it's going super fast. Aw. Another part broke? I don't even know how many more parts left to break. Oh, that last part that broke was a claw.
Spectacular.
Well, that was fast. A lot faster than doing it myself, that's for sure. Are you using dual blades? I think you're using dual blades. Yeah. Oh. Nice. Nicely done. You've probably been at this game a lot longer than I have. Thank you for the easy multiplayer kill. Also, I think we get a trophy for the playthrough for multiplayer quest. I love the little dragon outfit for the cat. Oh yeah, you've definitely played a lot more than me. I mean, I'm probably somewhere near that with all the characters I've played, created, deleted, you know, etc. But right now, this character's at like maybe 50 or 60. And my main that I use right now is at, I think, a little over 110. Oh, you're not dual blades? Looked like dual blades for a minute there. I looked at your character's back and it looked like dual blades too. My bad. Were you using sword and shield for that? Oh, damn. I don't remember sword and shield attacking that fast, but hey, if it's that fast, I'm missing out. Yeah, I'm so used to taking on that specific fight and Teostra and Lunastra in general with a Ice Hammer. Definitely, you made that fight take no time at all. Obviously, you're a bit overpowered right now. So it was a little unfair for Teostra to drag you into that one, but I do appreciate you making the fight super easy. It probably would have taken me forever with just the hammer in there. I love the hammer, but I will admit it is one of the slowest weapons in the entire game. I think we have just one more quest left. I mean, you can hop in for that one too if you want after the cutscene and stuff. I think all we got left is the final fight of the main story.
All right. Okay, back to work.
As soon as the Admiral decides to shut up, I think that's all we got left.
Impressive.
Yeah, like I said, I haven't even made it that far into the DLC. I think my main character right now that I use is Hunter rank 55 and Master rank 9. I think that's what she is right now. I'm not sure. Yeah, the guild card and stuff, viewing guild cards and everything. I don't know how to check it mid-quest or anything like that, if that's what you're talking about, but I know the symbols and everything that pop up on the screen. I just, like I said, I'm not used to multiplayer, so it's a little bit of left field for me for that stuff. But I do know the symbols for everything. I should have known you were Sword and Shield. I looked at it on the player list, and I saw it, but I guess my brain didn't register.
I'm thankful.
That's all. I just didn't register it. Yeah. Let's see. What do we got? I don't think there's any new quests other than the story quest. Yeah. Alright, well. I'm gonna use my sword for this one, but in general, this final monster that we get to fight, or Elder Dragon, I guess, I mainly just use slinger ammo a lot. It oversimplifies the fight with slinger ammo, so I think that's what we're on, if I'm not mistaken. At least that's where we should be at. This fight uses a lot of slinger ammo, but you definitely want to stay away from flash pods and stuff. For all intensive purposes, you want to stay away from the flash pods. I'm gonna grab more heals though. Because I have not been having the best of luck lately with things, so the more heals the better for me. I don't even care about my decorations right now. Let's see. Yeah, that should cover it. I'm gonna stick with the... Well, no. I'm gonna change them to the Molotov cocktail in a second. I was gonna stick with the shield spire, but I should probably go for damage output against this monster. So, okay. My brain is still on vacation, so it took me a second to process the acronym, but I know what you mean. Let's see. I think it's just a sign, right? Yeah. Land of Convergence. Yeah, we're on the last quest of the main story now. I do have to set it to 2. Almost set it to 1 again. So used to it. So used to it. I did just eat, right? Yeah, okay. Real life stuff has got my brain all kinds of messed up lately, so it's one of those things. There we go. I don't know if any of that already happened or not, but yes, we do have cutscenes again, and unfortunately, this game, man, they really need to put in a skip button for the first round of cutscenes. If they still care about this game, they should do one last update for it and put in a skip button for all the cutscenes. Not just the second time around cutscenes, all the cutscenes. Because having to watch it on every single character, oh my god, it's one of those things that's like a pet peeve for me. Like, I've seen it so many times that I just don't want to see it again. There's nothing we can do about it, though. That one's completely up to Capcom, if they want to update their game again or not. I am honestly surprised that Monster Hunter World still gets as much attention as it does. Apparently Rise is having some issues or something, because I thought people would have hopped over immediately. Oh, that makes sense. As for me, I like feeling like I'm completing something, so once I stop like feeling like I'm achieving something when I'm playing the game, it kind of irks the point of playing it, so having multiple just kind of covers me for that.
Yeah.
I'm not going to delete my main ever again. Not everyone has a Switch. What do you mean by that one? Are you talking about like Switch as in like Nintendo Switch? I mean, I don't know if that has anything to do with it, but... Oh, Rise is on the Switch. It's only on the Switch? Really? They didn't do a PS4 release or a PS5 release?
Greetings.
Well, that's interesting. That is interesting, to say the least. If they didn't do other releases, I thought for sure they would have done console releases as well. Maybe Rise was meant to be a mobile startup then. That is interesting. I've got to say that is probably the most interesting thing I've learned lately. I don't know why they would do that. That doesn't make sense to me. Then again, a lot of things are getting only a Switch release in the English version, so I'm not entirely sure that Monster Hunter is the only one that's in the wrong with that.
It begins.
Personally, I have 2 PS4s, and I have old consoles as well. I also have a Switch Lite. Technically, I own a Switch too, but I don't have access to it right now. But I do have a Switch Lite that I have. Not from having a lot of money. These things are old and probably at least a year or more for each console.
We shall return.
Except for the PS4 that I'm streaming on right now. That one I just got as a birthday gift or something because my other PS4 was kind of taking a crap on itself. But that armor on my Palico makes me laugh during this cutscene. It's great. Yeah, no, there is a Switch game I'm looking forward to. I wish they would do a PS4 release because Japan got it on PS4. But I'm a fan of the Disgaea series by Nipponichi. And apparently the US is only getting a Switch version of
How
that.
did you even find this damn
So,
place anyway?
We have Zora Magdaros to thank for clearing
I'm also
the
looking
way.
forward to Far Cry
Upon
6 that's supposed to
dying,
be
the elder
released sooner or later
dragons
here.
dissolve in the effluvium, and the energy that accumulates in the veins
I
of
still
the
gotta
earth
try
then
and squeeze in Far Cry
crystallizes.
5 before
And
that
over
happens.
time, that grew into this recess?
Yes, however, in
But
more
yeah,
recent
generally I'm a
years,
big
I have
RPG
sensed a drastic
RPG
surge
nut,
in the land's
so
energies.
or
Don't
turn-based
like the
strategy
sound of
RPG
this.
nut too.
Prepare yourself, my friend. Something is terribly amiss.
Yeah, I mean I get that. With the pandemic being a thing and all, there's not a lot of money that people can spare to go around on things like a brand new console for $200. That's quite a bit of money to blow in the middle of a pandemic. So if you didn't already have it, then it's understandable that you wouldn't be able to switch to it. To be honest, from what I've seen of it, honestly I think Monster Hunter World is still better. I haven't played it. I haven't seen a lot of it, but in my opinion, Monster Hunter World is still doing better than Rise. Maybe it's because the game's new and has a bunch of flaws in it. There's a bunch of pathing errors and a bunch of other stuff that happens, but
Damn.
I'm sure that'll get fixed along the line
Over
somewhere.
countless years,
But
the Elder's bioenergy created this.
I don't know.
Even I never expected it to be so enormous.
Technically, Monster Hunter World is one of the, I think, 2 Monster Hunter games I've ever played.
Wait, it's too pure.
Graphics, I will say, are definitely better in World. It looks a little cartoony when they switched over graphics to the Switch, but that might be a Nintendo thing. They might have not had a say in that one. And by that, I mean, like, the monsters look a little more, like, glossy and cartoony in their graphic style. It's nothing like defined cartoony like Borderlands kind of art style or anything like that, but yeah, I agree that Monster Hunter World has it better. Especially with things like this. This cutscene is ridiculous. There's still some lip syncing issues in this game, but as far as things go for lip syncing, I think every game has their issues with that still. So there's no real room to complain with lip sync. Most of our games get translated for us, so that's where the error comes into play.
Alright. You got this? I'll get him back to safety while you keep our new friend.
That
here
is
at
true.
bay.
Graphics don't define everything about a game. I mean,
Don't let
I
him
used to
leave
be a
the
Final, well, I'm still a Final Fantasy fan, but I used to be a fan of Final Fantasy Type
Just do
0.
what you gotta do.
And that was a PS4 game that had PS2 graphics, and I still was a fan of the game. So, you know, whatever works for a game works for a game.
You've got this. Go,
Alright,
go,
you
go,
should
go.
be able to join me for this guy now. I want to try and do what I normally do during this fight, but I don't know if he's going to make things difficult or not. Come here, Xenojuva. I might hit you with little pebbles until you come over here. There we go. Like I said when we were back in the lobby, for any purposes involving people who don't know this fight, and when this goes up on YouTube, this is just a giant fight made out of slinger ammo. That's basically how I treat it. This first area, to speed the fight up, there are 4 things we can knock on its head. I'm trying to do that, because it's going to be annoying if I don't. It's usually how I go about breaking every single piece of him. Holy shit, that was close. Come on. Come over here, Xenojuva. What are you doing? This thing is temperamental. Come on. There we go. There's a specific reason I picked up that stone in the first area. and it was because of these little things that we can hit. Whoa. Alright, I did the 2 on that side. We got the 2 over here that we can do. We're lucky. I can't hit it from here. I'm gonna try and drag it over there. Alright, well, switching up. We got Fledgling helping us, so. Where does it think it's going? Yeah. Yeah, I can usually never get hits in on this thing, so I just try and use the slinger ammo for the most part. I think there was one fight I did for multiplayer with this, for a repeat quest, and I ended up hitting like 200 something crit points with slinger ammo for the report on it. It was kind of funny.
You can do it! We can do it! No matter what happens, I'll be here for you. We're an unbreakable team.
I'm getting super lucky right now. Personally, I have never used what he's using. He's using a heavy bowgun. I know that it's supposed to be like super good in this game, but I have never used it myself, so. I think I've tried out the light bowgun, possibly the heavy bowgun too, but I never really like used it. I just screwed around to see what the weapon could do. The sticky ammo is super busted on that thing, from what I know. Definitely making this fight a lot easier. Okay. He goes again. All I remember about Xeno'jiiva's materials is you really need a lot of the horn material for crafting weapons and stuff. The rest of it doesn't really matter. You get it as you go, but you really gotta make sure to break its face. I said take off the thing again. That was perfect placement. Oh, crap. Ah, I missed. I had to turn at the last second there. Piercing pods are broken during this fight. I think I've hit him for like 500 damage just with piercing pods. Well, I can honestly say now, if you know what you're doing, and you have a partner that knows what they're doing, this fight is so freaking easy, it's ridiculous. If you do it by yourself, I suggest using all 4 of those things at the beginning that I was going to use, because they do like 800 damage to it. But, yeah. Thanks to Fledgling, we're good to go, and the fight is basically over. That is the final fight of the main story, basically. You get 6 carbs off of this, instead of 4 like the other Elder Dragons. Ooh, we actually got a tail. That's lucky. Normally to get the tail, you kind of have to cut it off, so... Believe it or not, this big thing's tail is severable, so... But yeah, thanks to Fledgling there, we wrecked house for that fight. Now I think we have like maybe like 3 or 4 cutscenes that are just back to back. It's gonna look like one giant cutscene, but yeah, there's a lot of them. Okay, we actually got quite a bit of material. Ooh, we got a Dragon Bone relic too, which is good because I think I needed that for one of my delivery requests. We got 1 horn. That is about the only material from Xeno'jiiva that irritates me the most is the horn. Literally every time you have to make something that involves Xeno'jiiva materials and involves the horn, you need at least 2 or 3 of them. And every time you fight it, you only get like 1 or 2. Yeah, you did. To be fair, you were sticky bombing his face over and over again. So it was bound to happen. I think the stickies on a monster's face cause a crap ton of stun damage, right? At least I think that's what happens. It's blast and stun damage, basically. I personally haven't used the heavy bowgun, so I think that's basically what happened there. Is all those sticky shots you hit him with did the damn thing. I think I knocked him over once or just like stunned him, but... Oh, well that'll do it too. So you have level 4 slugger and level 4 artillery on. Yeah, I don't think he stood a chance with you helping me there then. Jesus. I'm surprised that fight didn't go faster with you having those on. Jeez. But like I said, we got a bunch of cutscenes. Oh, it's level 5. Okay, I don't know much about the artillery, but I know KO only goes to 3, right? Slugger level 3 is the max, I think,
All you ever do is sleep
for that skill.
and fall off things.
Or, well, that's
So
the
how
KO
awesome
thing.
were you down there?
Stop
Too
being
awesome?
annoying.
Oh, hey, bud. Thanks for the host. You were playing Super Mario, right, Nato? How was your stream with Super Mario and stuff?
Well, good morning.
Oh, secret brings it to 5. I know that there's a secret something for Glavenus's armor that I looked at, and it only brought it to 4, I think, but that's the only one I knew about, so. If it brings it to 5, then that's cool. I wasn't expecting that. I didn't know about it either.
Everyone, I commend you all for your valiant efforts here. And now,
I am looking forward to all the Iceborne fights. The only one that has proven to be a challenge for me was Barioth. Barioth was not what I expected.
Cheers.
And for some reason, he was so freaking difficult. Maybe it's because I was using a Thunder Longsword against him, and I probably should have used
Well,
something
we did
completely
it.
different, but...
You know, after we crash landed here, I started to
I don't know.
wonder if I made the right choice. But the new
I don't
world
know.
was all the adventure I wanted and more.
That's
She-
mainly why I'm trying to make
I'm
the
just gonna
Fire
say hi.
Longsword now, too,
Come
is
on.
because when I look back at Barioth's stats, he's 3 stars to Fire, 2 stars to Thunder, so I'm going to try a Fire Sword and see if I can make that fight anywhere near as simple as I made the Nargacuga fight. Because they're basically the same thing. at least in my opinion, Nargacuga and Barioth,
Eccentric group here.
they're two sides of a coin.
But all of them talented.
One uses ice and elemental blast, and one uses sharp, I guess, feathers you could call them, that are attached to his tail to cause bleeding damage. I never even got hit with the bleeding damage during the fight with Nargacuga, but in my opinion, they're two sides of a coin. If you can make one fight easy, you can make the other fight easy. I don't know, though. We'll see when I get to it, I guess, because I have no freaking clue. But
Lurking so close, yet
clearly,
so
there's a big celebration going on for the cutscene. I do try to talk over them due to any copyright issues that might come up due to Capcom being Capcom. For those who are new to stream and playthrough right now. Capcom, last time I streamed this game, a very long time ago, probably over a year ago, Capcom tried to copyright my streams, it tried to copyright my videos that I uploaded of it, and I think the big problem with it was all the voice acting and some of the music was copywritten and stuff, so that's why my music is so low and I'm trying to talk over all this stuff. But
I think you should.
I have been quiet during a couple of little parts of cutscenes, and there was no big deal with it. I think it's very specific things that Capcom's picky about nowadays, so. But, I don't know.
Listen up, everyone. We've received word from the Guild. The Guild commends you for your dedicated research of the Elder Crossing.
This is where he's going to tell us the name of the new Elder Dragon that we discovered is Xeno'jiiva.
This concludes
it's one of the few names in the entire game that gets voice acting. So you actually learn how to say it correctly.
Yeah. However, the Commission's presence in the New World still has potential to be of great benefit to the Guild. We would ask you to continue your work there.
Basically, the statement that he's reading right now is saying, hey, you beat the game, but feel free to roam around in post-game and do whatever the hell you please.
Dangers. You don't want
if you don't have the Iceborne DLC, you can still do a bunch of special investigations like the Double O. Lunastra that I mentioned is one of those. You can do a bunch of event quests. When this game was originally doing event quests on a released basis, obviously Monster Hunter was paying more attention to this game at that point. So now everything's just on a cycle, and all the event quests are based off of your hunter rank, but they're always available. I've mentioned doing the Mega Man event before to try and get the miniature crown, because you get guaranteed Otogaron miniature crown from that. But yeah.